Now I'm back. Zevic here. Now I was gonna make something about the dragons, how to capture them. This is the starting city. So now I've just got a quest to go out and capture one. And right outside here, the gate, we have these tame dragons. There are many different kinds of dragons throughout the world. Some can fly, like these. Some can run, and some can swim. And most of the dragons, they are aggressive, so they will attack you on sight. Which, of course, makes it easier than they come to you. But you'll also have to fend them off if there is more. Because when you're trying to capture a dragon, you can still take damage from all sources around. So it's good to isolate the one you're hunting. And of course now I forgot what I was about to say. Yes. As you're going to capture them, not all dragons are going to be easy to capture. Some of them have to you have to wound until they have lost a bit of their life, so they're easier to capture. Whilst they are too strong-willed for you. Now, when we're trying to capture, we only have a limited time to try and dominate a dragon. And this yellow bar, which we have up here, is our timeline. As we start to try and capture a dragon, this will drain. Once it reaches 0, we fail, and the dragon will disappear. And then how do we go and do it? Well, we have this Dragon Capture skill. That's actually all we need. When I press that near dragon, I have brought down a life, or is I'm good enough to handle. I will jump up on it and try to stay in control of the dragon. Will show you in a moment, but you will get a little circle where there's a circle in the middle, and of course if you stay in the middle you get the best results. It will be quicker for you to capture the dragon. And there is two bars. There's the yellow bar, which is the same we have up here. It will drain. And then there is a red bar that will fill up. And once it's filled, we have captured the dragon. And we only also have a limited time to capture it, depending on the dragon. Oh. And the way we stay in control is by moving our cursor when we are capturing it to stay in the middle, moving it by the move keys we have. By pressing, you will move it. Don't hold down, but press. But it's probably better I just show you. So here we go. As I press the different directions, you can see I move the head of the dragon into the middle of a circle, and that's where it's best it stays. When you come up against bigger and stronger dragons, they'll also try to throw you off, meaning that sometimes this little icon will go out to the side and then you'll have to press a button like F or G. That's the two keys I have been asked for so far. But now we have a dragon. Now, as you can see, now I also got a skill in here. These are the dragon soul skills, which when you capture dragons, they all have different skills. and sometimes also different stats. And these skills you can drag down into your skill bar and use. Now, if we press L, we come into our to our stables, where we have our dragons. Where we have 2 spots. You can have 2 dragons with us at a time. You can buy and unlock more spots, but we can see the name. We can always change the name if we want to give it a name. We can give it equipment if we have that. And then we have the skills. There are 3 types of skills. There are the Dragon Soul skills, the skills you can use. Then there is combat skills, the skills the dragon uses when fighting. And then there is elite skills, the skills it uses when you put it in jobs to gather items for you, or gather materials for that matter. And then there is this empty square, which is an empty skill slot. When you have more than 1 dragon, they can from time to time learn each other's skills, and they'll then fill in on these slots. But let's try and capture another one, just so you can see the differences. Of course, there are also equipment that helps with capturing dragons, that gives dragon influence. The more you have of that, the faster you can control them. And now I got a different skill. So let's go into the stables. Now I have 2 of the same dragons, but as you see, it has some other skills. In this case, it has gathering skills as well. And then it has a healing spell. If we try to compare them, you see it's a little stronger, also a little more intelligent. Altogether, it's just a little better than the earlier one, but it only has 1 attack skill. This is the one actually I prefer. The word. No, that's not the one. Oh, sorry. Well, it got a skill, electric skill, and it has 3 gathering skills, so it gets better results when you send it out to gather herbs, or when you're trying to train it, or when you're just choosing its skills. Now, that was dragons. If I press tab, I can summon the dragon I have and ride it as a transportation. And in this case, it can fly, so I can fly around. And it too can sprint, just like me, double tapping forward. And I can also press Alt F1, and I can call it in, and it will fight by my side and attack monsters just like me. Of course, it can only be out a limited time before it goes back and rests. Or you can call it back. Now, this guy stands in some of all the cities, the lair manager. He has storage facilities for dragons. In this case, you can store additional 2 dragons there. That means you don't have them on them, and you don't have their skills either. But when they're in here, again you can see their stats. But you could also send them out on jobs. Since they're not with you, then they might as well work for you while you're not around. So we can send down, you can train some of their skills. You can choose which skill to train. And for how long. Or well, this one is actually just for experience. The next one is for skills, where you can choose which skill it should train and become better with. again for how long? Up to 5 hours is normal. It can collect ore. Again, as you proceed and become better, you will see it is now collecting different ores. And again, up to 5 hours. And you will see what kind of items you will get from doing this. Herbs, wood, leather, cloth, and hunting. Of course, as you try and take the other dragon, you can see now 2 of the skills has plus 10%. And that's because of the skills it has here is elite skills that boosts these capabilities. So here it will get a 10% bonus, the same when collecting herbs. And of course, as they do these things, they become trained, and they will get ability or attribute points you can use in this little net and make them better, make some of their stats better. And when you get a dragon trained up to level 10, you can donate it for research in a research academy, and you will get academy provisions, which meaning when you have a dragon, you can use some of these academy provisions to increase the training level it can go up to. So instead of just 25, it can go higher than that. You will also, often when you send your dragons out to hunt, they will get dragon provisions. They are not the same as the academy provisions, what these does is giving experience to the dragons. You can also send them out on field training. You just pop 2 dragons in here, and then you'll see what chances does the dragons have to learn from each other. In this case, if we look, the first one has no empty spaces, but has a lot of skills. The other one has 3 skills and 1 empty space. So this one has 1 space that can be filled out, and it has a chance of learning skills from the other dragon. In this case, these 4 skills it doesn't have, so it can learn these 4. Sorry. But while they're out training, they also have a chance of finding provisions and some meat chunks, find items, and you can do that 3 times a day. Of course, there are items who can exceed that limit. The same with this. When you send them out on missions, everything they find will be put into the layer storage, where you can go in and pick it up later. You can, let's see, which dragon do I want to take along? That was this one. You can also, there are also storage chambers where you can store additional dragons, but they cost a little some diamonds to unlock. And you can release a dragon using this. I have these 2 dragons. I would just want to keep this one, then you can release the other and it will go away. And well, that's basically it. So I will have just one thing to say. Hope you have a good dragon hunting.